Good morning, listeners of Hot Topic and Fresh News. Today, on the 1st of January 2024, we are bringing you some pressing news. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has escalated dramatically, with both nations engaging in strikes on civilian areas. The death toll has tragically risen to at least 5. Contradicting reports from both sides are blaming each other for the violence, with each alleging the other's aggressive actions. Additionally, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy made a New Year's vow to retaliate against Russia using bolstered military capabilities, including an additional 1 million drones and F-16 fighter jets. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin stood firm in his New Year's address, stating that Russia will never retreat. The situation remains tense, with casualties expected to rise as this conflict unfolds. We'll be keeping a close eye on the developments. Hello, everyone. Your seasoned news host, Emily, is here.
And this is your commentator, David, at your service.
We're here every day, same time, same place, on Hot Topic and Fresh News. Always remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. So, without further ado, let's dive straight into the hot topics.
What can we deduce from this surge in violence between Russia and Ukraine on New Year's Day?
Well, it's clear that both nations are escalating their military engagements, with strikes on civilian areas resulting in casualties. This is an alarming start to the new year and paints a grim picture of what's to come.
How significant is Zelensky's vow to hit Russia with Ukraine's bolstered military capabilities?
It's a strong message of defiance from Zelenskyy. His promise of unleashing Ukraine's wrath with added drones and F-16 jets shows a clear intent to fight back.
And what about Putin's New Year's address? He didn't directly mention Ukraine or the military operation.
Yes, quite striking, isn't it? Putin's refusal to acknowledge the conflict directly in his address could be interpreted as a tactic to downplay the situation, or it could be a sign of his confidence in Russia's dominance. His comment that Russia will never retreat solidifies this stance.
How is it affecting the civilian population on both sides?
Tragically, the civilian population is bearing the brunt of this conflict. There's been a significant loss of life and injuries, particularly due to the targeted attacks on urban areas. The fear and uncertainty among the people are palpable, and these attacks are only likely to intensify their plight.
What can we expect in the near future?
Given the current state of affairs, it's likely we'll continue to see escalating violence and an increasing casualty count. Both sides seem committed to their cause, making a peaceful resolution in the immediate future appear unlikely. To continue, it seems the city of Kharkiv has been targeted in the most recent strikes on Ukraine by Russia.
It's chilling to think that even as we speak, more lives are being impacted.
Indeed. This conflict isn't something happening in a far-off corner of the world. It's a harsh reality affecting thousands, if not millions, directly and indirectly.
Absolutely. As observers, it's our responsibility to stay informed and not turn a blind eye to what's happening.
As we wrap up today's discussion, let's all keep those affected by this conflict in our thoughts. Remember, the world is interconnected, and events like these impact us all in one way or another. We'll be back tomorrow with more updates on this situation. Thank you all for joining us today on Hot Topic and Fresh News. We dove deep into the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine, which we all know is a critical issue. We value your time and thoughts, so don't hesitate to subscribe, activate notifications, and keep the conversation going in the comments. Remember, this is your space as much as it is ours. Share our discussions wherever you can, with whoever you can. Who knows, you might spark a much-needed conversation.
And hey, if you enjoyed our show today, wouldn't it be a shame to miss the next one? We're always here, every day, keeping you up to speed on hot topics. And believe me, we've got some exciting discussions lined up. But no spoilers. You'll just have to tune in to find out.
Once again, thank you for being a part of today's discussion. We're already looking forward to our next episode.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be the same without our audience. So until then, keep those brains buzzing and those discussions flowing. Stay in the loop, keep your eyes on the news, our channel's content will amuse. Until next time.